to acknowledge the fact that I didn't make any videos last week. There was a lot of stuff going on, and I had to have a procedure. Oh no, you'll be able to see it. Yeah, you see that bruise right there? That's where they put the IV in when they were doing the procedure. I bruised like a peach. So, and it's been a week. It's been almost a week. It'll be a week Tuesday. Today. It'll be a week today. This is Monday when I'm filming it. But the day this uploads, it'll be a week. Exactly, 7 days. So I bruised like a peach, and I had to have this procedure done, and just wasn't feeling up to filming, things like that. So I needed a nice week off to get my bearings again, and so it's good to be back, and enjoy the video. Hi guys, it's Ginger. I am here today with my November favorites. This is a very, very, very small favorites video. So, there weren't a lot of things that were my super favorites this month. Oh, I forgot one. Let me get my phone. Let's see. My first favorite was a lip combination. And this is in no particular order. It's a lip combination that I'm actually wearing right now. It is the Kat Von D, what is it called? Studded Kiss Lipstick in Wolf's Mouth, which is a nice berry color. I tell you the one thing, even though it goes on fairly creamy, it can, if your lips are dry in the least, it's gonna make your lips look even drier. And also, some of you may not necessarily like how bold it is without, to wear like work appropriate type deal. So, did that make any sense at all? I don't know. Anyway, so I have this lipstick on, the Wolf's Mouth by Kat Von D, plus I have on top of it the NYX Butter Gloss in Meringue on top of it, which is a nice light pink color. Combined with this Wolf's Mouth color, you get this. It gives it more of a purpley look to it. Gives it some more lavender-ness to it. So that is my first favorite. My second favorite, I'm actually wearing it too. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. It's this mascara. This is the Marc Jacobs mascara. It's called the Omega Lash Volumizing Mascara in number 30 Blacker. And Blacker is spelled B-L-A-C-Q-U-E-R. Blacker. So this is a sample that I got. This was a 100-point perk that I got from Sephora back in end October. This was, I do believe this was in my birthday haul video. So this is what the mascara applicator looks like. It's kind of my favorite kind of applicator. It has the natural type bristles, very dense. And I'm somebody who does not like to put on a lot of layers of mascara. I just don't. It's too much trouble. You have to wait till the coat's dry, and then you gotta put another coat on, and then before you know it, it can start to look spidery and stuff like that. This does a really good job of making your lashes look great. To me, I saw it sort of emphasized the length of it. And it did give it some volume. It makes your lashes look really nice. Am I going to repurchase it? I don't know how much it retails for full size. Probably not. But if you have a 100-point perk and they have this one They probably don't have it anymore, but if they happen to have this Marc Jacobs, or if you get a gift set or something like that and you get a Marc Jacobs mascara, this Omega Lash Volumizing Mascara. I like it a lot. I knew from the very first time I put it on because it made my lashes look really nice. Alright, the next thing is an Off Beauty. These next things are Off Beauty. So, let me find my thing. It is a podcast, and I can't take entire credit for finding this. I can't take any credit for finding this. So, here it is. It's called Serial, and you can, if you don't have the what is this? This is like the, what is this called? This is called if you have iTunes or something like that, you can get an app called Podcasts, and then you can download it on the podcasts, or you can go onto the website, serialpodcast.org, and you can listen to them on the website. I really, really like this podcast. I'd heard about it from Leanne Says here on YouTube. She's another YouTuber from the Houston area, and I love kind of crime, true crime type things, and what this is about is a reporter sort of re-examining the murder case involving, the victim was named Hae Min Lee, and the person who was convicted was her ex-boyfriend, Adnan Syed. So it's really good. It took place in 1999 in Baltimore, and it's really interesting. She's like re-interviewing people, talking to attorneys, talking to experts, looking at all the evidence, looking at all the case files, and re-examining it. And she's going into it, you know, unbiased. She's not there to, she wants to find out what the true story is. This guy says he didn't murder her. There are some people who say he didn't murder her. There are other people who say he did murder her. So she's in re-investigating, and he's in jail. He's been in jail for 15 years so far. I think he has a life sentence. So she's going in and re-investigating. There was actually I think it was last week, there was a thing in the Hollywood Reporter saying that they will be having a second season, which I think will be a new case. So she spends 1 year researching this case, this one case. So each podcast is about this same case. So I'm not sure how many total episodes they're going to have. So far they're on episode 10, which came out last week. This week will be episode 11 this Thursday. So they have new podcasts every Thursday. It's really interesting. It's starting to get a lot of attention because I first heard about it from Leanne Says. Then I mentioned it to my mom like a while back, and she was like, oh, that sounds interesting, because we're both sort of like, you know, if you're like the 2020 Dateline, you know, mystery type of, you know, thing, you'll enjoy this. Since I used to be a newspaper reporter, this kind of stuff is interesting to me too. So I mentioned it to my mom several weeks ago, because Leanne Says has talked about this several times on her channel, and then she ended up seeing something about it a couple of weeks ago on, I think, CBS News. So it's starting to get attention and stuff like that, and it's really, really interesting. It's really interesting. Alright, the next thing is, this is empty. I just finished eating these not long ago. Well, like yesterday. This is the Garden Veggie Straws in the sea salt flavor. These are really, really good. I had heard lots of good things about these, and probably, well, it was earlier in November. We had gone to Sam's Club, and they had some of these, the really big bags. So I bought one, and we were so hungry on the way home that we opened up the bag, my mom and I, and we started eating them, and they are so good. So good. I also have the apple cinnamon straws, which are made by the same people, but they taste like apple cinnamon, and those are pretty good too. You can get these at Walmart. I was actually in my local Walmart over the weekend, and they kind of had it in the area where they have the breakfast bars. I think it was on the cereal aisle. Don't quote me because I'm sure all Walmarts are set up different. But I also found it at another local grocery store, so you just have to look for it. It'll either be on the chip aisle or the aisle where they have the nutrition type bars, like your Nutri-Grain type things. That's where they had these at Walmart, was where they have the Nutri-Grain and like the rice chips and things like that. And they have all kinds of different flavors. They had ranch and cheddar, and I've only tried the sea salt, and these are really, really, really good. Clearly, this is my second bag. So, and this is a small bag. It didn't last very long. Alright, so let me get my last item, and it's actually an unfavorite. Alright, my last item for the month of November is an unfavorite. Ooh, look at all the fingerprints. This is my iPad. It's 2 years old. It's not the iPad that's the unfavorite. It is Apple that is currently my unfavorite. I've owned several Apple products through the years. They have been in the past really good about their updates and things like that, not having bugs and, you know, not being hacked and all that kind of stuff. Over Thanksgiving weekend, I did an update it was a software update. I updated it from somewhere in the operation system 7, I guess it was, to 8.1.1. Clearly what I had before was not in the OS 8 area. Now I can't use it. This is a gigantic paperweight, or a coaster. You can set your drink on top of it. I can't use it now. It won't connect to my Wi-Fi. It won't recognize my passwords when I try to get into the cloud. It says my password is wrong, and I know it's not wrong because my Apple ID password that I've had forever, and it says it's wrong. It works on my phone, and my phone is an operating system in the 7 area. So, and all of my other equipment that uses Wi-Fi still works. My Xbox 360 works. My desktop computer still hooks up to the Wi-Fi. And it's less than a year old. Probably 8 months old. So I've gone on to different, I've gone to the Apple support and all kinds of stuff like that. It seems like a lot of people did this update right around the same time, right around the end of November, and they're having these same problems. They cannot hook up to the Wi-Fi anymore. They tried doing all of these tricks that everybody talks about. Apparently it works for some people, but it doesn't work for other people. Like setting the settings, all kinds of stuff like that. I wanted to go in and reset to factory settings so it would go back to whatever operating system was on here, because this is an iPad 2, I think it is. It was the first one that had Retina. I think it was the iPad 2. It's 2 years old. So it's frustrating. It's really frustrating. Not even being able to get on the iCloud to go in there and reset to factory settings. I've read some stuff where people, and see, this isn't under warranty anymore. I don't know that I ever bought Apple Care for this thing, but people have talked about calling Apple and telling them the problems that they're having, and they're getting stupid answers. The Apple people are telling them, no, it's not a software problem, it's a problem with your hardware, it's your Wi-Fi and stuff like that, it's your modem. They're saying it's an equipment problem, not having to do with their hardware or software. But everybody is still able to connect all their other stuff to their Wi-Fi. So I don't know when this is going to get fixed. It's disappointing. Hopefully Apple will get their heads out of their asses and do an update that will fix this, because this is useless to me. Because I got rid of my phone number, I don't have a data package for this anymore. So I only hook this up to Wi-Fi. So it's absolutely useless to me. It's a paperweight at this point. And this is one of my favorite things. This is what I sit here in my living room, I can check my email, I can watch YouTube videos, you know, I can send email and, you know, not have to do it all in my office, chained to my desk. So it's a gigantic pain in the butt, and they need to figure out how to fix it. It's disappointing because I've had Apple products before, and all I know is that this is telling me that the next time that there's an update, after this is fixed, Ginger ain't gonna be updating it. I don't care if an app tells me that I need the new operating system or not. I ain't gonna do that again. So disappointing. Anyway, that is everything for my August favorites. I mean, not August favorites. What? I'm crazy. It's not August. It is not August. It is December. Okay, so this is the... That's all for my November favorites. Wow. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Ugh. Ooh, but it's not done.